38% of the world population is already obese, and the number is going to go up to 50% by the year we reach 2035. What really is going on? Is poor lifestyle the only reason behind obesity, or are there other reasons as well? How is being obese different from being overweight? What are the causes of obesity? This report tells you all the details. A disease that will be making 50% of the world ill by the year 2035. 4 in 10 adults in India are either overweight or clinically obese. The World Obesity Federation projects that obesity in India will grow at an annual rate of 5.2% in adults and in kids at 9.1%. The WHO, the World Health Organization, defines overweight and obesity as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation and presents a risk to health.
Now, you need to understand that BMI, which is the body mass index, is a calculator of the height in the human body to the best possible weight that a person can have. Now, a lot of times, people's height don't change once they become adults, but their weight fluctuates up or down. When your BMI crosses 24.7, you move into the obese category. So this is an area that you want to be watching. Is your BMI higher than 24.7? If it is, well, a lot of people who walk into my nutrition clinic are shocked when I tell them, "Sir, ma'am, you are obese." And they're like, "Who? Me? But my weight's only 95 kgs. It's the measure of understanding from medical sciences that you don't need so much of weight on your body, and therefore you're classified in the obese segment.
The issue has grown to epidemic proportions, with over 4 million people dying each year as a result of being overweight or obese in 2017. Rates of overweight and obesity continue to grow in adults and in children. From 1975 to the year 2016, the prevalence of overweight or obese children and adolescents between the age of 5 to 19 has increased more than fourfold, from 4% to 18% globally. Obesity is one side of the double burden of malnutrition, and today more people are obese than underweight in every region except sub-Saharan Africa and Asia. Once considered a problem only in high-income countries, overweight and obesity are now dramatically on the rise in low and middle-income countries as well, particularly in urban settings. Take India, for example. The vast majority of overweight or obese children live in developing countries, where the rate of increase has been more than 30% higher than that of developed countries.
The Indians and Asians are basically prone for obesity because we have a gene called thrifty genes, and we conserve energy. That is one reason. Now, if you look at from 99, 2000 onwards, the obesity is becoming very common and possibly a cause of concern. It is because of we have got spare money, we have got outlets where the fast foods are available, which are high in calorie. Transportation has become motorized, so you are not walking enough to burn the calories. And this is the imbalance between caloric intake as well as the caloric output, and that is causing more and more of the weight gain.
Obesity is a complex disease involving having too much body fat. Obesity isn't just a cosmetic concern. It's a medical problem that increases the risk of many other diseases and health problems as well. These can include heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, liver disease, sleep apnea, and certain cancers. Well, there are many reasons why some people have trouble losing weight. Often obesity results from inherited, physiological and environmental factors combined with diet, physical activity and exercise choices.
Genetic component that should not be ignored. Some people carry an obesity gene, but nevertheless, you can totally change your phenotype by having a good lifestyle. Other causes of obesity can be psychiatric disorders like eating disorders, and some of the factors are also coming from your cultural background. What kind of food have you been accustomed to, and how much early your fat cells were formed that it leads to obesity as a young adult or later on also.
Genetics also has a role to play. Obesity has a strong genetic component. Children of parents with obesity are much more likely to have obesity than children of lean parents.
at childhood itself, they are paying more attention towards the reading and the books, and less time is spent on actual physical activity like sports. More time is spent on computer education rather than the physical education. So that has reduced the caloric output of our young population. Child, if he's obese, there are 70 to 80% chances that he will become the obese adult. So childhood obesity is concerned because the same child, when he becomes adult, will also remain obese and will bring lot of diseases like diabetes, hypertension at much younger age than what we see otherwise.
Junk foods, heavily processed foods, are often little more than refined ingredients mixed with additives. Food addiction, the kind of dopamine high that you just do not need. Insulin. Now, insulin is a very important hormone that regulates energy storage, among other things. One of its functions is to tell fat cells to store fat and to hold on to the fat they already carry. The Western diet promotes insulin resistance in many overweight and individuals with obesity. This elevates insulin levels all over the body, causing energy to get stored in fat cells instead of being available for use. Certain medications, many pharmaceutical drugs can cause weight gain as a side effect, like antidepressants, for example. Sugar is another culprit. Added sugar may be the single worst aspect of the modern diet. It changes the hormones and biochemistry of your body when consumed in excess, contributing to weight gain.
So nutrition, the whole human race needs to eat. And when we eat, we get calories in. When we do any physical activities, calories out. Now in today's day and age, the human race is eating more than it's expending, which explains this new pandemic of obesity. Meaning, I'm eating more food, therefore getting more calories into me, and my body saying, hey, you're giving me a surplus. In fact, a lot of the obesity I compare to a bank balance. When you do a lot of deposits, you have a hefty deposit, a hefty fixed deposit. And when you do a lot of expenditure and you don't get enough of incoming money, then you have a very low bank balance. The human body is like that. For people who get heavier, for people who get obese, they tend to have a greater calorie intake or a metabolic disease or a genetic issue.
Now, unless there is some medical condition getting in your way, it is within your power to control your weight. The good news is that even modest weight loss can improve or prevent the health problems associated with obesity. A healthier diet, increased physical activity, and behavior changes can help you lose weight. Prescription medicines and weight loss procedures are other options for treating obesity.